Oh, allow me to get myself ready for this. You'd have thought all that time I'd have made some progress here, but I have not. Cool name. It's the name I got, man. Let's see. Let's see here. Da-da-da. All right. Yeah, now, hey, there we go. Now I can see y'all. If I'm looking down, it's because I've got bigger print down here. And plus, I have history that I can get to. I can get to it up here too, but it's a little more tricky. So, in this way, I'm not looking down my nose at y'all. Wish I need a bigger. I need like this big. You know, I've got what I've got. Let's see here. What we got? Hey, hey, hey. Hello, hello. Hello. How do I play the banjo in a dorm without getting set upon by a mob? Well, so Bedrock, hang on, dude. Hang on. Hey, y'all, I'm still here. I'm just buried in my banjo case. So there was the question, how do we play in the dorm room without getting set on by a mob? Well, one, you could be like me and be bigger than everybody else in the dorm, because when I was in the dorm, there was like one other guy in the dorm on my hall that was bigger than me, and we called him Turtle, so I wasn't afraid of Turtle. But what you can do, I have this handy little gadget here. It's a mute, and they make all kinds. There are a variety of mutes, and so let me see if I can point this down so y'all can see what I'm doing here. So the mute, this one, a student of mine made me a handful of these, and I've given them all away except for this one. And so I keep it. I don't ever use it. I just keep it as a demo, and it attaches to the bridge like that. And then when you play, hang on, y'all can hear the. So when you play, so it's a whole lot quieter. And if I take the mute off, then you can see that it's incredibly louder. All right, here we go. So here it is without the mute. What tuning? I don't know. Oh, just Home Sweet Home tuning. All right. So so hang on. Let me bring y'all back up here to the real world. Sorry for all the jerking around, but you know, this is how it is. Let's see. Let me scroll back, man. Tons of questions. Let's see. Fingerpicks. Show you best placement and how yours are bent. Well, I do have a video for that, but I can just show you right here. So that's how mine are bent, you know. So that's how I do it. I mean, you can, hey Jim, thanks, man. But that's how I bend my picks. So let's see. Hey Devin, you're welcome, man. Thanks for trusting a stranger on the internet to show you how to play the banjo. you want to learn to play the banjo, is it easy to teach yourself? I don't know. Ask some of these fine folks in my chat here that have gone through my beginners series. I taught myself to play. I figure if I can do it, anybody can do it. But I mean, seriously, yeah. I mean, you can learn to do this. It's how easy will be for you. Well, that's kind of up to you. But I mean, you can totally do it. And I've got beginner lessons. They're free. Nothing's behind a paywall. I mean, the only thing that you have to pay for with me is tabs. And I charge for tabs because I don't want y'all to buy them. I just want y'all to figure them out without the tabs. But the tabs are there if you want them. And hence, I charge for those just to discourage you from buying them. They're cheap, but still, you can do it without the tabs. Let's see. Isaiah, you're looking to upgrade. Yeah, I saw where somebody said to get RK35. Yeah, the Recording King RK35 is the way to go, man. I've got one. It's it's right here. It's this one. I use it all the time. Anytime I have to, I put a pickup in it. So that's my go-to banjo if I'm playing somewhere where I need to plug in. Canadian boy, glad I could help. Isaiah was looking at the Ibanez B300. Hang on, dude. Let me see what that is. The B300 probably isn't much better than what you're already playing. I'm just going to leave it at that. Hey, Jim. Hey, thanks for the tip, too. Let's see. Hey, Sunshine. Uh-oh. Trying to scroll here. I think I've goofed. Brand name of my Fingerpicks. They are Ernie Ball. They're the Ernie Ball Pickey picks. Ernie Ball. It's what I've used since the early 80s. Isaiah, if you're playing a $300 banjo now, your next step should be about $1,000. And that's going to get you into RK35 territory. And then you won't have to buy a banjo for a while. Let's see. Well, okay, so why? So yeah, metal finger picks, plastic thumb pick. But now my thumb pick I have with a metal band, but it's a blue chip pick, so it's a little pricey. But I just prefer the sound of a plastic thumb pick. And you can use a metal thumb pick, but here's the thing: when I was starting to play, all of my heroes used plastic thumb pick. Nobody that I admired, not Earl Scruggs, not Sonny Osborne, not Raymond Fairchild, not Ralph Stanley, nobody used a metal thumb pick. They all used a plastic thumb pick. There must have been a reason. My ears may not have been in tune at that point, so I just started using a plastic thumb pick. Now, I really like the blue chip, but it's a plastic tip type of plastic and a metal band that keeps it from stretching out. But yeah, I really like it. Hey, Charles, it's going pretty good, man. Hey, Daryl up in Knoxville. Brass finger picks. Yeah, I tried those, but really the only finger picks I can use are these. I mean, I've been using these Ernie Ball picks since the 80s, and anything else just feels weird. Let's see. Da, da, da. Sorry, y'all. I'm a slow reader. With the mute on, play more confidently. Yeah, yeah, Steve, I get that. You know, it's just like, oh, it's a little quieter. I can really dig in. Maybe that'll help you, you know, get past that. But yeah, I never use a mute. I just never use one. Hello, Banjo Mark. Thank you, Sunshine. You are too kind. I tell you, whatever this thing is, it jumps. So y'all have to bear with me. Y'all have asked a ton of questions. I'm trying to scroll through and get most of them here. 10 hours a day, and you'd be, yeah, 10 hours a day, Jim. I play at least 2 hours a day, at least 2. What thumb pick? The thumb pick is blue chip. Let's see. Charles, yeah, I'll be on the TikTok this evening later for sure. I have to go over there and get my daily dose of abuse. What tune was I picking? I was just playing rolls, man. Just playing rolls against chords. No tune. I was just making up stuff just so y'all could hear it with a mute. Goldtone makes some neat stuff. Just the only one I would really recommend that you avoid. I'm not a fan of the AC series. It's the AC, all composite. I'm not a fan of composite banjos, but their other stuff is really quite decent. Some of it's really, really, really nice, but some of it is just, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Isaiah, here's the thing. You've got a beginner banjo you spent $300 on, and then you could buy that Ibanez, which is fancier and prettier than the banjo you currently have, but it's really not better than what you've really got. So now you've spent more money. So you spent $300, then you spent $500. That's $800, and then now you're going to later on you're going to want the RK35, which is $1,000. So basically, you spent $1,800 for a $1,000 banjo. Truthfully, you should just buy the RK35 to begin with. Save some money. You know, you pay a little more, you get a little more banjo. Actually, you pay a little more and you get a whole lot more banjo. So it's better use of your money. Save up. Yeah, don't incrementally graduate to the next level instrument. That's a marketing scheme thing. Don't buy into that junk. You know, you got a beginner's banjo that'll serve you well. Go from that to a good quality instrument. You know, my first banjo was about $150. Then I got like a $500 banjo, which is comparable to the $1,000 banjo price range right now. And then my next banjo was almost $3,000. But yeah, I tried to avoid those little incremental steps because, you know, each time you do that, you've just spent more money. But will I pick a tune? Yeah, I'll pick a tune. How many licks does it take to get through Molly and Tenbrooks? Let's see. Not many. All right, so let's look at Molly and Tenbrooks real quick. That's a good question. Let's see. So you got your kickoff or your lead in. See, Ryan asked this question and laughed about it, but I mean, it really makes a lot of sense. So there's a lick. here's a lick out of, so that's kind of out of Foggy Mountain Breakdown. C chord, forward roll, forward roll. This one just a 302 lick, and then another 302 lick with a slide. So here. That's a Foggy Mountain Breakdown lick, but we're over on the 3rd string. 302 lick. That's just a walk down, quarter notes. Then a G lick. And then you got Molly and Tenbrooks. I mean, it's not rocket surgery. You know, you can do that, and there's nothing there that I probably didn't already cover in, you know, beginner series, and then the learn these next. Let's see. Shoot, hold on. This thing has scrolled right on past where I want to be. Trying to keep up. Isaiah, seriously, let me say this again. Listen close. Everybody listen. If you buy a $300 banjo, you are not going to get a better banjo until you spend $1,000. Everything between $300 and $1,000 are all the same. You're just buying bling. You're buying, like on that Ibanez 300, all you're buying is that fancy inlay on the neck. That's it. It's the same banjo as what you already have. Oh, it might have planetary tuners, but that doesn't affect the quality sound of the instrument. To get to the next step, it's $1,000. You want a master tone style banjo as your next banjo from your beginner, and the cheapest one on the market right now is the Recording King RK35. It's $1,000. That's what it's going to be. And everything up until that is just more of the same that you've already got, but maybe with a fancier inlay or maybe a different geared tuner. But it's all the same. It's all the same. How do you transition from being an old-time Clawhammer player to Scruggs style? You just start learning Scruggs style. I mean, there's no... It's just learning another style. It would be like, say, how do I go from driving a pickup truck to driving a car? I mean, it's the same. So, I mean, look, you already know a bunch of left-hand stuff. You know hammers, you know pull-offs, you know slides, bends, all of that. You got to learn some right-hand roll patterns. Start listening to the Scruggs play the banjo. Banjo Mark, yeah, you know, you spend $40 for the blue chip, and then the Scheller Fingerpicks, what are they, $30 now? So yeah, you know, almost $100 worth of picks. 70 anyway. Kevin, I mean, you can change your neck out, but you're going to wind up spending more for a neck than you did for your banjo. Buy another banjo. I mean, a good quality neck is going to cost you anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 for a good neck. I mean, if you want a quality neck, I mean, you can get somebody to cobble you one fairly cheap, or you can order one from Goodtime, but I don't know that they're going to be any slimmer profile than what's on it. Frankly, the RK75 necks are fairly slim, so I'm not sure what you're looking for, but yeah, you know, less wood in the neck, different wood. Yeah, it's all going to affect the sound for sure. It's all going to affect the sound. How much time should I play the banjo to get used to the song I know? I don't know. You know, how much gravel is it going to take to do your driveway? Depends on your driveway. You know, how much wood does it take to build a house? Depends on the house. I mean, how much time should I practice? Really depends on you. You know, there's no answer to that question. I mean, there's not. It's just like, how long should I have to practice to be able to play a song? I don't know. I don't even know the answer to that for myself. Like when I'm learning, you know, if I hear a new lick and I think, man, that's a cool lick, I can't give you an answer of how long that should take me. I should, well, I should be able to practice 30 minutes and know that lick, because that's not how it works. Hey, Gwendolyn, thank you. Thank you. JC, glad you've learned some songs, man. JC, put the tabs away, dude. Don't be using tabs. Tabs are bad for you. They stunt your growth. Kind of like this coffee I'm drinking. It's too late. Too late for my growth. I'm already big. Let's see. Isaiah, already answered the question, dude. Already answered your question. Play the banjo you've got until you've got $1,000, and then buy RK35. Don't ask me if an $800 banjo is okay. I'm telling you, RK35. Or let's see, Goldtone has one too. It's like a BG 150, I think. I don't know what those cost, but that's also kind of similar. Nick Holland. No, man. Don't. I mean, unless you just want that Deering Goodtime banjo. All I can tell you is you're going to buy the Deering Goodtime banjo, and then what's going to happen in about 6 months, you're going to want a real banjo. You're going to want a real banjo. So save your money and buy the real banjo. Don't buy the intermediate step. I'm telling you, don't buy the intermediate step. Go from your $150 El Cheapo, I learned how to play, to a real banjo. Don't do all the intermediate steps because it's just more of the same thing. Robert Shank, what difference will the RK35 make over the El Cheapo beginner student banjo? It'll be like going from riding a bicycle to driving a Lincoln, man. It's seriously, it's like going from riding a bike. I've been riding a bicycle to work, but I finally got a car. Your life's going to be better. You're gonna, it'll feel better. It'll sound better. It'll look better. It'll play better. Everything is better. Not just one thing's better. It's all better. The way the banjo feels when you hold it, the way the notes feel when you fret them, the way it responds when you pick the note, the volume of the sound that comes out, the projection, the attack of all of the notes, the tone, everything. You know, with your cheap banjo, how you're always fighting to hold the neck up, you know, because it wants to dive. It wants to dive. That doesn't happen with the RK35. I don't have my 35 out. I got my M5, which is basically the same. No strap, put it in my lap. It will dive just a little bit, but there you go. It doesn't dive. And I mean, I don't have to fight to hold the neck up. But with a cheap banjo here, listen, you know, you're always fighting this neck, and you don't have to do that with this. And I don't have my strap on, and it's holding itself up. And I got on slick jeans today. Steve, yeah, how long do these silver packs last? They last pretty good, dude. I bought those as heat protection, and man, they really do work. I mean, if I'm like when I was traveling with a group and our instruments on the bus, you know, we put them in the bay under the bus, so they were kind of not really exposed to the elements, but the bus bay was not air conditioned and it wasn't cooled, and those really help with the heat. So I love them. Jim Newton had the Goldtone AC1, very dull, hated banjo. I'm telling you, the AC series is not the way to go. Jim found that out himself. Isaiah, no man, I get it, but keep saving up. You'll be all right. I mean, I would rather see you spend your money on a good banjo than just something on the in between. Bishline, yeah, Bishline makes some nice stuff, and they make some stuff that's not super incredibly expensive. I mean, they're pro level banjos. You know, you're not going to get a student banjo from Bishline, but they're priced right. That's for sure. They play great too. Let's see here. Uh-oh. I got to scroll some more. Da-da-da-da. All right. Intermediately priced archtop banjos. No, there's not. Let's see. What minor should you tune your banjo? I don't know. I mean, you can tune the G minor fairly easy, but I'm not quite sure what you would do with it. Isaiah, I'm answering questions right at the moment. So will I play Do Lord? I might. I've got a lesson on it, so you're welcome to go out there and tackle that lesson. That would be great if you want to do that. Nick, I don't think I've heard Russ play Snowdrop. Snowdrop's not one of those tunes that I ever really enjoyed playing. I mean, it's just, I've never heard Russ play that. Hey, Canadian boy, it's a good thing you didn't start playing piano, huh? You know, don't think of it as left-handed or right-handed. I mean, you got to use both hands, right? You got to use both hands. We don't play banjo with just one hand. We use them both. And just like piano, use them both. You know, you can't buy a left-handed piano. So you're doing yourself a huge favor. You know, Béla Fleck is left-handed, just in case you wondered. Daryl, yeah. Daryl did the right thing here. Daryl's saying that, you know, that got a cheap banjo until he knew he was going to stick with it, and then he got the gold tone twanger. Perfect. Exactly. You know, that's good use of your dollars there. What do I think of the gold tone OB3? I've not played a lot of the gold tone stuff. I know the twanger's good. I know I know like some of them are pretty good. Some of my students have had some, but I really can't speak to those specifically. So I don't know. What is the aha moment people talk about when learning chords? I don't know. It's like when you finally start hearing chord changes, that's a pretty good aha moment. And the way you do that is you practice singing and changing chords. That's when that's going to happen. That's when that's going to happen. You got to sing and play a chord. So I'm just playing a roll. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. And then it's oh, do Lord. So it's changed chords, and now I got to hunt where it went. Oh, do Lord, oh, do Lord, oh, do remember me. Do Lord, oh, do Lord, oh, do remember me. Look away beyond the blue. So practice singing and playing rolls. Don't try to pick the tune. Just play rolls and sing, and that'll help you with your chord changes. Dale Davidson, yes, you are. Good luck on it. That'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun. I like David Lum's comment. Buy once, cry once. Seriously, man. You know, but look, research. Figure out exactly what you want. buy that. No buyer's remorse. And buy quality. Buy once, cry once. Heck, buy once, don't even cry. If you've done your research and you know what you want, then no buyer's remorse. I do not have a favorite song. Oh, the twanger. Yeah, those are good. Any benefit to having a second cheap banjo? Oh man, having a second cheap banjo? I have multiple banjos. I don't have any cheap banjos. I mean, I think the cheapest thing I've got is a RK35. White oak wood banjo? No, never have. Beaumark, but I don't know if somebody, was it you that wanted to change from your RK75 neck or whoever it was? I don't know that the twanger neck is any thinner profile than the RK75, the Elite. So I don't know, man. Yeah, 175 bucks, which is, you know, pretty neat. But then you've got to, you're going to have to make sure that the heel cut is fit, you know, everything fits right, which is going to be more expense. So, you know, banjos are not all plug and play. You know, they don't have like a PCI port where you can just plug stuff in. Steve, the problem with, you know, there are videos of me on my channel playing the Recording King Dirty 30s model, which is a $500 banjo, which is a beginner instrument. And there's also video of me playing the RK20, which is a less expensive Recording King as well. I mean, the thing of it is, over video, it's going to be really hard to tell. Y'all aren't going to be able to tell it. I mean, you might, but you're listening to it either over computer speakers or telephone speaker, or, and worse, I'm recording this with the microphone that's on my phone. So there's that. H. Cope. You can do this. I mean, I'm glad I'm glad you trusted a stranger on the internet to help you learn the banjo. OB3 a good banjo. Yeah, as far as I know, if that's the twanger. If you ask your questions over and over, I'm going to answer them over and over. Yeah, Jim, the Deering model that I always, you know, people ask me, what Deering should I get? Sierra. Get a Deering Sierra. I mean, if you're bound and determined to own a Deering, that's the one to start with. I mean, anything above that, you know, Deering Sierra, Maple Blossom, Calico, you know, but you're getting into a whole lot of dollars. But, you know, but you're getting a real banjo. Hey, Frankie. Oh, yeah, Frankie, we were talking about with this diving. Yeah, cheap banjo sim, and I've got on slick pants today, which doesn't help. But let's see. Gotta scroll. This thing jumps around. It's like crazy, crazy. It says. Da, 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 da. Recording King Dirty 30 is a good starter banjo. Yes, it's a great starter banjo. Is the gold tone twanger, Liam asks again, a good banjo? Yes. Yes. Blue chip thumb pick is what I use. Let's see. What's an archtop? So an archtop banjo has a different type of tone ring where, and I don't have mine out, so I can't show you, and I'm not going to get up and fight with the case, but the outer radius of this is 11 inches. On an archtop ring, it actually starts a little further in, and so it has a smaller vibrating surface just by a little, and it gives it a little brighter sound. Your neck strap nut fell out. Good, leave it out. I attach mine to my brackets. See how they're attached to the brackets? That's the way it ought to be. Do not, if you have those little screw things with a little loop, do not use those. Don't use them. I mean, unless you just hate your banjo. Connor, yeah, man, I'm doing great. You know, you get a couple of rotten organs out of you, you start to feel better. So definitely feeling a lot better. All right, Charles, we'll see you later, man. How long should frets last? I don't know. How long's a pair of shoes last? I mean, it just depends. Depends on the fret, depends on the person doing the fretting and how much fretting you're doing. All right, that's all the coffee. I mean, the more you play, the more often they're worn out. Oh, and you'll know when they're bad. They'll have nice grooves in them. Madam Dixon, so it really depends on what Deering banjo you're looking at. You know, Deering banjo as opposed to gold tone. I mean, it's, I mean, if you're looking at a Deering Calico, no, Deering Calico is totally not overrated at all. It's an amazing instrument. It's a high quality, superbly built and constructed instrument. But if you're comparing a Deering Goodtime 1 to a gold tone twanger, then yeah, the twanger is going to be better. So it really, you kind of have to compare apples to apples. B-Rad, glad I could teach you. Can I play mandolin? Yeah, I can. Well, I own a mandolin. It's buried under about 4 instruments over there in that pile. And I've not had it out in several months. Well, I had it out the other day just for a video that I did, but I didn't actually play it. I just had it for a picture. That's why I own a mandolin, so I can take pictures with it. Do I play any other instruments besides banjo? Yeah, have you not been to my channels before? Welcome to me. You know, yeah, I play guitar, I play banjo, I play mandolin, I play ukulele, I play auto harp, Jew's harp, a variety of things. Can I rap while I play the banjo? Only if I have birthday gifts. Favorite brand of strings? Not really. I buy strings that are on sale. So I am not opposed to pretty much any particular brand of strings. I just buy them when they're on sale. Ibanez banjos. I really can't speak to those. I mean, I've had a couple of students that have had the beginner ones, and they're okay. I don't hate them, but I mean, they're not going to be the last banjo you own. Let's put it that way. RK75 is close to a Gibson. Yeah, the 75s are great. They have a longer scale. Like my M5 has a longer scale, just by a little, and so they have a little more attack, which is kind of cool. But yeah, they're real similar and very, very good quality. Very, very good quality. I heard the Recording Kings were good. Are they good? They're absolutely good. I wouldn't play them if they weren't good. No, here we go. Hey, thanks, Devin. Hang on. I'm still scrolling down. I see stuff. So Frankie, I did a blind test once upon a time at a workshop that I was teaching, and I grabbed people's banjos that they had brought with them. Everything from the $100 Amazon special. Well, this was pre-Amazon, but you know, basically the $100 Amazon special, all the way up to like multi-$1,000 pre-war Gibson, and everything in between. And nobody was able to identify anything. People were not even able to identify their own banjos. No one got a single one right. I had 5 banjos of varying degrees of quality, and had everybody turn around and not look. And I played the same thing on each of them. And while they might tell that the banjos were different, no one could tell which one was which, and no one was able to distinguish the pre-war from the $150 Amazon special. I don't know. You know. Let's see. Frankie, right? It's way. This is just a really calm, nice place to be. I can drink coffee. I don't have to drink anything other than coffee. Everything's good here. Favorite tune? I really don't have a favorite tune. Do I have a Gibson? I don't own a single Gibson at the moment. Well, I have a Gibson ukulele. I guess that counts. But I don't own a Gibson currently. Scary Dude. Yeah, I don't have a favorite song, man. Thanks for the money. How often do I change my strings? So I change my strings every couple of weeks. I'm also playing 2 or 3 hours a day every day. So figure that up. If I play 2 hours a day, so that's 14 hours a week. So 24 hours. Is that right? No, 28 hours. So 30 hours. Yeah, between 30 and 40 hours, I start feeling like the strings need to be changed. They start to feel weird. So I figure if you can get 40 hours out of a set of strings, you're doing all right. Have I ever put spikes in any of your banjos? I have spikes in all of my banjos, so you can even see them in this one. Da-da-da, spikes. Spikes are the way to go, man. So my favorite Recording King that I've got is this one. This is the RKM5. It's one of the USA ones, and this is my daily. You know, it's my EDC. It's my everyday carry. This is what I usually found playing, unless I have to plug in. Then I play the RK35. I've also got RK85, which is like the 75, but it's maple. Let's see. After the beginner's course, what should you work on? Go do my Learn These Next. I have a playlist. Playlist, people. I have a playlist of songs to learn next. And so it's on my channel. Explore my playlist. I actually think I direct folks to that playlist in the end screen stuff on my lesson 10. What's my neck width? I don't know. Do I have a ruler handy? Let's see. Oh, I'm back. What's my neck width? I don't know. Let's find out. We'll measure that. Neck width. Neck width is I don't know. Almost 1 1/4. Like 1 9/32, something like that. That's just neck width. So that's that. Let's see. 1 1/8 is pretty small, man. Yeah, 1 1/8 would feel tiny to me. You think you show a few easy backup things for 3/4 songs? Yeah. So if you go look at my backup series, I have a lesson series on backup, and I cover 3/4 time in my backup series. So definitely go check that out. What's my favorite banjo? So I guess my favorite banjo, I don't know. I love my Stelling that I've got. And, you know, I've had it forever. I got it in 1982, and so it's definitely one. Like if the house was on fire, that would be the one I would grab. It's got a lot of sentimental value. Let's see. If I was starting to learn the banjo for the first time, how would I start? I would go take my lessons that I've posted on YouTube. I'd definitely do that. And I'd listen to everything that I told me to do. Seriously. I probably wouldn't change a whole lot from the way I learned to play, though. You know, I didn't learn to read tab until I was probably in my 30s. I was at least 30 years old before I could read tab. So I'd already been playing. I mean, I started playing when I was 13. So, yeah, Rustic Wreath. Good banjo, and definitely the last one that you'll ever need to buy. Now, you'll want another banjo at some point, but that's a pro level banjo. Can I play the fiddle? I am like the absolute worst fiddle player you've ever heard. Cleaning? Well, you know, I don't clean my banjos. I blow dirt off of them. If I was to spill something on it, I'd clean it. But really, I don't clean. But you can clean the metal parts. You can use, there's different metal cleaners. Semi-chrome works really nice on the nickel. You can clean all of that. You can take Windex to the banjo head and, clean off all the dirt on the banjo head, stuff like that. Then you can use, just any kind of good, cleaner polish for the wood and stuff. But that's about that. Yeah, the Osborne Scout, man, those are fantastic. I've got a student that's got one of those. They're great. Well, the spikes. So the spikes are like, all right, so here's a capo. So if I capo to the 2nd fret, all right, I also have to raise my 5th string. So the spikes, so I can put the string under that spike right there, right there. I can put the string under that spike, and that capos the 5th fret. That's what the spikes are for. Do I hunt deer? No, but they find me on a regular basis. Let's see here. Y'all have been good here. Let's see. Fix for cutting into your cuticles, plastic dip. Yeah, I've seen people do that. I've never tried that. I just let my cuticles toughen up. Opinion on Gold Star. Yeah, Gold Star has some great stuff. Fifth string capos, yeah, Robert, I use spikes. That's pretty much all that I use. I mean, I've got friends that use like the Shub sliding capo, and that's fine too. Bill Keith, he had one somebody made him, and it was kind of a sliding capo, and it was great as well. Nick, thanks for stopping by, man. Aiden, I don't know if it really helped me. I mean, everything that you learn that's musical helps you with other things that's musical. So there's that. I kind of learned everything at once, though. I was learning guitar, mandolin, and banjo all about the same time. Stelling Moonflower, very cool. Frankie, if you are somewhat not a klutz, you can install the spikes yourself. That's a totally do-it-yourself thing. I mean, I can do it. Anybody can do it. I use a little pin vise, like a little hand drill, just with my fingers, like, and make a little hole, and then get the little Mylar railroad spikes and push them in to the right height, and then that's what I do. There's instructions all over the internet for it. You can totally do it. Cheetah keys. No, so hang on. I gotta scroll back. Let's see. Any advice to find a good banjo teacher? Not really, just make sure they can play. You gotta hear them play. You just gotta hear them play. And if they won't play for you, don't sign up for them. And if they won't let you record them while they're playing for you, definitely don't sign up for them, because they're afraid you're going to go let somebody else, you know, they've got something to hide. Strum hollow fifth string capo. I don't even know, man. I've seen those. I just like spikes. Jack Leos. Hey, cool, man. Thanks for letting me teach you. Let's see here. Pretty sure that they made more than 60 GF100s. Pretty sure they made more than 60, but I don't know. That's pretty cool. Why did I play Milkshake? I don't know. Why not? Why not? John Yenner. Hey, man. Hey, I got to the bottom of all these questions. Wow, it only took me how long? Almost an hour. Frankie, you should duet that. often do I adjust the string action? Like never? How about never? I mean, unless something really weird happens. Once one is set up, they stay put. I don't travel around enough to different environments that I need to change anything. So. String buzz. Hang on, let me go back and find that. I think I missed that one. Get a string buzz on fourth string when I press the second fret. It could be any number of things. It could be you don't have enough relief and in your neck. Could be your action's too low. Usually one of those two things. Hey, Marcel. Yeah, that guy, well, we got him locked in the attic. We let him out every now and then. Are the cheetah keys hard to install? No, I mean, you have to take off two strings, and then, you know, I just recommend putting them on when you're doing a string change. But they're not hard to install. I mean, they're just, I mean, I mean, any jerk can do it. I did it. Any jerk can put them on there. I mean, they're not complex at all. I mean, you just take, you know, you take off two strings. Isaiah Barnett. Okay, done. I saw the light. There's a lesson out there. Go to YouTube, type in Pankey. I saw the light. It should be there. Should be there. Pretty sure. Hey, Marcel. So when is the Bluegrass Coalition video coming out? So let's see, where do you find and can you demonstrate? Yeah, so it's called cheetah keys. You can go just Google search cheetah keys, and it lets you play all the fun Earl Scruggs stuff. So what that looks like, so if I turn this one, so watch that little peg right there. I'm going to have to get the banjo out and show y'all. Hold on. I'm going to go get an Archtop banjo. You know, just because y'all keep asking. And I'm a nice guy. Well, not really, but, you know, I try. It's in my handy dandy Jiffy Pop popcorn bag. Can I play the fa? Can I play the fa? The fee? I don't have a fee. All right, Archtop Banjo coming up. All right, so Archtop Banjo. Look, see the way this tone, see this little lip right here? See this little lip? So this is what they call a raised head or an archtop, where this one doesn't have that. And so the diameter of this vibrating membrane is smaller than this one. So this one, I wish I could just have them both in my lap, but you know, you get what you get. Y'all get what you pay for here. So hopefully I'm in tune. This banjo is pretty good at staying in tune. See, that's bright. So there's that. So that's Archtop. So that's an Archtop banjo. It's also a Stelling, so it's also a little bright anyway. And then the Flathead, it's going to be darker sounding. Foods for faster picking. Caffeine. Caffeine is your friend. And practice, you know, you'll see a lot of crazy internet advice on, you know, well, if you want to play fast, you have to work on playing slow. That's just a bunch of old guys that can't play fast telling you how to play fast. They don't know. The way you play fast is you have to work on playing faster. I mean, you don't learn to run fast by running slow. You got to run fast. So Steve asked the question. Steve, the main reason that this head is white and this one is not, this is a 5-star head. So the 5-star heads are white under the frosting, where the Remo head is clear under the frosting. So the reason that's black, you're seeing through the head. And this one I cleaned a little bit recently, but it's the frosting is actually worn off, but it's still white. Well, let's not say we did. Well, let's pretend like I played that and I really didn't. So yeah, that's but that's the Archtop, and then the Flathead definitely going to have a more open sound, just simply based on the fact that it has a larger vibrating surface. Should there be a gap where the neck of the banjo meets the pot? No, there shouldn't be a gap. I mean, it should fit. I mean, there should be a little gap, you know, where you can adjust your head tension, but no, there shouldn't be a gap. No, no gap. Switching from flat picking to Scruggs style, man, that's like going from flying an airplane to a helicopter. Yeah, it's weird. Marcel, does your friend do any finger style guitar? That's your transition. Brooke, to me, yes, the blue chip is definitely worth the money to me. I was going through at least one celluloid pick a month. I was using either the Dunlop Calicos or Ivoroids, or I was using the Golden Gate Clown Bars, but I was using a celluloid pick, and I was going through a pick a month. They almost always break at the hip for me. Sometimes, and plus if you're playing outside a lot, or if you're playing where it's hot, they get loose. So I'd have to keep like 2 or 3 on here. So I was going through a pick a month at least. So the blue chip, I've been using blue chip since 2009. I would still be using my original blue chip pick from 2009 if I had not lost that pick in 2016. So then I had to replace it. Matt, I like a skinhead, and they sound great, but I don't want to have fool with it. They're just a pain. There's a reason everybody went to the Mylar heads. Once you get it set up, it sounds good every day. You don't have to mess with it. Ryan, no, I don't have an up the neck lesson for Fireball Male, but if you've learned Fireball Male and you've been through my beginner series lesson, you should be able to go find Earl Scruggs playing that and slow that down and figure it out. He's not doing anything exotic, I promise you. Why do so many use plastic thumb pick instead of metal? They sound better. They sound better. Reuben? Oh. the retuning in different keys frequently. Where now I don't find that retuning wears the strings out any sooner or later. What song is that? It's called Reuben. Kinda. I butchered it, but you know, you get what you get. Emmett's music and stuff. This isn't a jukebox, man. Suggest a good 3-finger piece to work on for a beginner or something other than Cripple Creek? I don't know. What else do you know? I mean, if you're just trying to avoid Cripple Creek for the sake of avoiding Cripple Creek, then Cripple Creek. And go through my beginner series. You learn 3 tunes in that. Red River Valley, probably not. I mean, that's not a tune that ever comes up. You know, I've been playing since 1977. I've never encountered that at any kind of bluegrass jam, and never in any band that I've ever played with has that come up. And I mean, if you've been through my beginner series, I have this firm belief that you should be able to take the information from my beginner series and play Red River Valley with the bits and pieces that you've got there. Songs aren't islands, man. Songs don't exist individually. Songs are made up of licks and chords and notes. And you can take licks and chords and notes all separate and then stick them together and make a song. Pretty much that's what everything is on my channel. And I keep putting another video out there in hopes that folks will finally go, oh, so that's how this works. Oh, that's how it works. It's all the same stuff. You're here. You're on my page. You're on my channel. Just click my name down there somewhere and boom, there you are. You're on my channel. You don't actually even have to find my website. You're already here. You're where all the good stuff is. Do you need to know how to read music before learning to play the banjo? Did you have to know how to read to be able to learn to talk? Question, I answer a question with a question. Steve, yeah. I'm glad, man. See, you kind of learn it and you don't know you're learning it. No candy yet, Keith. Tuners when playing Clawhammer? No, never do. I don't have them on my open back. No reason for that. Well, folks, I've been here a while. And I think I'm done. All right. All right, people. Let's see. Figure out how to make this go away. Steve, thanks for hanging out. See y'all soon. About to hit the button. Here it comes. Here comes a finger. Oh, it's going to be over here. Sorry.